How does practice help you learn a new language or a musical instrument? Why is it harder to learn those as you get older? The answer is Hebbian plasticity. What is plasticity? Plasticity is the quality of being easily shaped or molded. It means being adaptable. Hebbian plasticity is a type of synaptic plasticity, which is the ability for your synapses to adapt to injury and environmental change. The synapses in your brain are the gaps or connections between neurons or nerve cells where messages are sent and received. Hebbian plasticity focuses on how repetition affects synaptic strength. Donald Hebb, a Canadian neuropsychologist, found that when one neuron repeatedly sends a message or fires to another, the connection between the two strengthens, and the receiving neuron becomes more sensitive to input from the firing neuron specifically. The strengthening and increased efficacy is called long-term potentiation, LTP. Your brain is made up of trillions of these connections, forming neural networks. It does this to retain information. These connections are what give you muscle memory. The inverse is also true. When a synaptic connection is in disuse, the receiving neuron becomes less sensitive and the connection weakens. This is called long-term depression, LTD. By repeating tasks, we strengthen our synaptic connections that retain what we've learned. But why is it harder to learn as we're older? As we age, many processes, including synaptic pruning, dendritic retraction, and the impairment of synaptic tagging and capture mechanisms, decrease LTP. Synaptic pruning is like pruning hedges. Unwanted synapses are cut while you mature to increase efficiency. In dendritic retraction, dendrites, which take an input on neurons, reduce their size, causing LTD. STC turns short-term plasticity in memory into long-term plasticity in memory, and its mechanisms decrease with age. But why does your brain do this? When we're children, we're able to have lots of LTP so we can quickly adapt to our environment. As we mature, LTD increases because information needs to be stabilized and adaptation will only be needed incidentally. While we can still utilize plasticity to learn, it's more difficult.